James Gunn's Superman ends differently than Man of Steel, leaving a DC villain's fate uncertain and open, without using typical post-credit teases. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. In Henry Cavill's Man of Steel, Superman was literally portrayed killing General Zod, which not only deviated from the comic book version of the character but also closed the chapter on the iconic DC villain. So, while it was dramatic, emotional, and shocking, it also removed any chance for future stories surrounding Zod. Back in 2013, Man of Steel shocked fans when Superman snapped General Zod's neck, marking one of the most controversial superhero endings of all time. It wasn't just bold, it was final. Zack Snyder made it clear that Zod was gone for good. That moment closed the door on any possible future for the villain in the DCU. Fast forward to 2025, and James Gunn took a completely different approach with Superman. His version of the iconic hero stayed closer to the comic book code, one that avoids killing when possible. In the final moments of Superman, the titular hero doesn't destroy the villain but hurls Ultraman into a black hole. No neck snap, and no prominent death scene. And while it doesn't explicitly tease a sequel, it leaves the fate of Ultraman hanging in the void, literally. This subtle choice quietly leaves the door open for a potential return, possibly as Bizarro. Additionally, Gunn didn't even tease the character's fate in post-credit scenes, unlike Marvel flicks. And that says something. By not giving away everything, James Gunn left fans guessing. Will Ultraman return as Bizarro? Did he survive the black hole? We don't know. But that mystery is part of the fun. It shows that villains don't need to die for their stories to end. Sometimes, not knowing is more exciting than a clear ending. In contrast, James Gunn's Superman ending plays it quiet but clever. Instead of killing Ultraman, Superman throws him into a black hole. It's not a flashy or brutal moment, but it sticks to Superman's comic-accurate morals. He doesn't kill unless there's no other option. Plus, this also gives Ultraman a mysterious exit. His fate is unknown. Now, here's something even better that James Gunn did with Superman. After the final battle between Kal-El and Ultraman established that the latter was pushed into the black hole with no confirmation of his life status, Gunn didn't play with that aspect in the end credits. Unlike Marvel films that tease future stories in post-credit scenes, Gunn steered away from that as well. So basically, James Gunn gives us options, when Zack Snyder gave us a full stop. And that's why we think Superman's ending is so much smarter than Man of Steel, where there's no hope for the villain's future return. While fans believe that since James Gunn is turning DCU comic book accurate, he might bring back Ultraman, who served as Superman's evil clone, much like Bizarro, who's Superman's evil twin in Crisis on Infinite Earths, there's no hardbound confirmation about that. The decision entirely depends on Gunn. Bizarro may or may not appear, but if he does, it won't feel forced. After Marvel made them a tradition, most superhero movies followed the trend of teasing future heroes, surprise villains, or giant crossovers in their end credit scenes. But James Gunn did something different in Superman. He gave us 2 end credit scenes, and yet none of them revealed Ultraman's fate. No hint, no tease, and no dramatic reveal of Bizarro. By avoiding the stereotypical post-credit trick, James Gunn established that the current story matters more than the sequel. He's not rushing to the next big thing. Instead, he's letting the mystery grow on its own. Plus, by quitting the usual sequel bait formula, Gunn left Ultraman's fate open, like he may or may not return as Bizarro in the DCU. Let us know in the comments what your opinions were on James Gunn's Superman and its end credit scenes. The tension between James Gunn and David Corenswet over the climactic, being human monologue in Superman is no secret anymore. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. After an intense offset discussion, Corenswet found clarity and delivered the take that now defines the film's emotional core. In the climax of the film, Corenswet's Superman confesses to Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor, I get scared. I screw up all the time. But that's being human, and that's my greatest strength. The speech is the linchpin holding the film's message together. Superman's humanity is his superpower. The debate is settled in the court of public opinion. David Corenswet's interpretation of Superman's climactic monologue was wrong, and fans are firmly siding with director James Gunn. During the filming of Superman, 2025, A behind-the-scenes video revealed an exchange between Gunn and Cornsweet over how Clark Kent should deliver the emotionally charged, being human speech to Lex Luthor. The actor argued that the scene's power lay in quiet vulnerability, insisting, "Don't I feel better now that I've heard that thing, that really important moment that happened earlier with my adopted father? Didn't that make it better? Didn't that make me immune to this? Isn't that the whole point?" Gunn, however, pushed back. Vulnerability means showing hurt, not hiding it. "It's not wrong for you to feel that way," Gunn explained. "You should just be vulnerable." Which means showing Lex that your feelings are hurt. Across social platforms, DC diehards praised the director's emotional clarity and leadership. Let's read a few comments. Superman, 2025, the first official entry in James Gunn's newly minted DC universe, landed with both emotional weight and box office might. Released July 11th by Warner Bros., it has already soared to over $581 million worldwide and earned acclaim for its sincere tone and grounded performances. But now, with behind-the-scenes footage making the rounds, the fandom is rallying and it's mostly siding with Gunn. Critics applauded the earnest performances of Cornsweet, Holt, and Rachel Brosnahan, while fans connected deeply with the film's fresh take on the Man of Steel's humanity. "I love both of their point of views on this, but I'm leaning on Gunn's. As he said, Superman's feelings are still lingering, so of course he would still sound hurt during his monologue, even though he does believe every word. And being hurt is being human." Tom Strong's adventures, a blend of pulp fiction and speculative science, often feature alternate timelines, cerebral conflicts, and rich mythos. Though not part of regular DC continuity, Gunn said he is grateful for the ways these comics have shaped our evolving DCU. As Superman continues to rake in praise and revenue, James Gunn is pulling back the curtain on what and who helped shape his bold new DC universe. In a post on Threads dated August 11, 2025, he surprised fans by citing a relatively unknown inspiration: Tom Strong, a science hero created by Alan Moore and Chris Sprouse in 1999 under DC's Wildstorm imprint. Meanwhile, Supergirl herself, Millie Alcock, is already teasing what's next. A newly surfaced behind-the-scenes image has fans speculating heavily about her solo project, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Her brief but electrifying appearance in Superman has sparked sky-high expectations, especially among comic purists. With Superman now solidified as a critical and financial success and a deeply personal story for both its director and lead actor, it's clear that creative disagreements, when handled with transparency and mutual respect, can forge cinematic gold. The future of the DCU may be less about power and more about heart. This revelation has ignited a renewed interest in Tom Strong comics, especially as fans note similarities between the hero's universe and Gunn's world-building approach in Superman.